past 2 weeks have sucked. I haven't stopped watching TV. I can't stop listening to music or audiobooks or podcasts or like literally just constant content in my head, because if I stop, then I have to deal with the very bad feeling. None of the food in the fridge is appetizing, and it's food that I like, but nothing, I don't want to eat any of it. Everything on my to-do list feels like a giant burden. It feels like a mountain, like basic things that shouldn't be hard and shouldn't suck. Basically the past 2 weeks, I have been in a rut, and I am pleased to tell you that I am no longer in the rut. At least not right now. Maybe tomorrow, who knows? But right now, I'm feeling good. And I wanted to share how I got out of my rut, because being in a rut, as described earlier, really sucks. COVID really sucks. It's winter where I am right now, and that really sucks. I've been sad, and now I'm feeling a little, like this much, feeling this much better. And I really needed that. So here's how I did it. Here's what you're gonna do. Number one, get out your notebook or a piece of paper or whatever, and you're gonna write down every single win that you got. So that can include waking up in the morning and getting out of bed. That can include going to bed on time. That can include brushing your teeth. If you're doing a little bit better than that, then maybe that includes like an item on your to-do list that you actually got done. Maybe that includes an item that you shouldn't have probably done, like procrastinating by cleaning the house. But hey, you cleaned the house. That's a huge win. Write it down. Right now, we're just looking for literally any win we got. Because when you're in a rut, the expectations of yourself need to change. Okay, imagine, here's the scenario we're gonna play with. Imagine you fell in a well. You're in the bottom of a well. When you're in the bottom of a well, you're not expecting yourself to like run a marathon or get all of your homework done or solve cancer. You're expecting yourself to get out of the well. That's all the expectations that you should have for yourself right now. What an expectation is in this case scenario is any step towards getting out of the well. Brushing your teeth is a step towards getting out of the well. It's not a big step. It's not like jumping out of the well or something like that. But you climbed a little further out of the well. One step, great job. The second thing that helped me get out of my rut is thinking about these two questions. So the first question is, what would this task look like if it were easy? I think I actually got this from the 4-hour work week. The second question is, how much could I get done in 15 minutes? So with the first question, what would it look like if it were easy? The first thing that came to mind was something I have to do, which is I have to call customer service. Just even saying those words feels like I'm trapped. But what if it were easy? What if I called the customer service people and they were actually helpful with me? And what if they answered my question in like under 2 minutes? What if this literally was the easiest version of this that could possibly be? Now, assume it's gonna be the easiest version of it and go do the thing. The second question is, how much could I get done in 15 minutes? Or another way to think of it is, could I endure this for 15 minutes? When I look at my to-do list, I'm super overwhelmed. And if I think about it as, could I get this done in 15 minutes? Or like, how much of the things on this list could I get done in 15 minutes? Then I'm much more likely to just try. Like, I can do a 15-minute blitz. I can endure basically anything for 15 minutes. So let's just do 15 minutes. Let's put a timer on, and then let's stop and not have no more expectations for today, because we're just trying to get out of the well. Maybe you literally can't. The thought of doing anything right now is just too heavy. So don't do it. Instead, change up your space. So this could mean your physical space, but if that's way too much for you right now, change up like your phone background or your computer background. I changed it, and I feel like 0.02% better, and that's so nice. Like, it's so nice. And I don't make it like anything. Don't make it like a moody girl in her basement. Like, make it something bright and make it something that makes you feel a little bit warm inside. Just do that. That's enough right now. If you do have the energy to change your physical space, great, do that. If you can't change your physical space because your space is too small or something like that, maybe you could rearrange your bookshelf, or maybe you could just like clean up the space. Like a cluttered space means your head's cluttered. It means everything feels bad. So just like throw out that garbage that's been sitting on your desk for 3 weeks and mark that as a win. And this is my 5th and final tip. Change up anything, like anything. Like if you watch TV all day long, watch a movie. Crazy, I know. If you are like watching content all the time, maybe listen to an audiobook instead, or read a book instead. If you, like, I was really struggling with my food and I didn't want to eat, and the only thing I wanted to eat was like chocolate and leftover Christmas candy and stuff like that. So instead, I went to the grocery store and I just looked for different things, like anything that was different that I normally eat. Do something different that kind of busts through your brain and allows you to have some spark of joy. Basically, to sum up, be gentle with yourself and do what you can to have a little bit of light in your day. And once you're out of your rut, this is the good part, because then you get to add things to your life that help you to never get into that rut again. Once you are out of your rut, you can start not using indulgences for fuel, but using things that will actually fill you for fuel, like worship or time with friends or time outside or time volunteering, like things that aren't just for consuming, but things that actually fill up your cup. And that's what you get to look forward to when you yourself get out of your rut.